me start my recording. Okay, guys. So since it's a day one, right? So we are going to discuss about the uh, course. I mean, we deeply discuss already. We deeply discuss about the course curriculum, whichever the topic we are going to cover under Fortinet. So now I just want to first for a few minutes, I just want to show you the roadmap of this batch training. Okay, so I mean this Fortinet training, in which day, which topic we are going to cover. So that we will discuss first 5 minutes. Then we'll get to get into the uh, Fortinet introduction. Okay, and we will discuss about some Fortigate products, some other whatever the products we have in a Fortigate. That also we'll discuss. So since it's a day one, so we are going to deal with some basic fundamental theory concepts only we are going to discuss now today. And let me show you the roadmap of your training. Okay, so as per the NSE4 course curriculum, so I have split it as a day wise. So totally for me it will take 20 to 20 sessions, which means almost 4 weeks. Okay, 4 weeks it will take, because since it's a weekdays, right? 4 weeks it will take to complete your FortiGate firewall, guys. So this is the roadmap of the your training program. We are in a sorry guys, we are in a day one. So in day one, about introduction to the Fortinet. So we are going to discuss portfolio of Fortinet and what are the products, which is product line which is available in Fortinet, right? So that we are going to discuss. And day two, we are going to discuss about the packet flow, how FortiGate firewall, whenever the FortiGate firewall receive the data and data traffic, how it is processing it, right? So what are the stages it is available inside that, what are the stages it's available, right? That how it is taking a decision based on the policy, based on the existing sessions, right? So that and all we are going to discuss under packet flow, how it is processing the security profile features, right? Everything we'll discuss under the packet flow, guys. And day three, it's most probably day three, it's about the 0 day threat prevention. How we are going to detect and prevent the zero new type of attack, any new type of vulnerability or attack is going to happen in your protection network. How your firewall is identifying that, and what are the strategy, what are the advanced feature it is going to use it, and how what are the security Fortinet product line it is going to use to detect the new type of vulnerabilities, right? So that and all we are going to discuss. And what are the advantage of in by using that feature, what are the advantage we have, what are the specific features we are going to utilize it in that particular fe- product, right? So that and all we are going to discuss. So here we are going to discuss 40 guard feature. Okay, so by using advanced malware protection is done by 40 guard feature in Fortigate, so in Fortinet. So what is 40 guard feature, what are the advantage we have when you're using a FortiGate feature, right? So that and all we are going to discuss under day three, guys. So most probably these days, up to these 3 days, right? Since we are going to deal with the theoretical things only. From day four onwards, our lab is starting. Yes, day four we are going to see if you're getting a fresh FortiGate firewall, right? So we how to access the fresh FortiGate firewall initial stage, how to register that device, right? So here we are going to discuss registering your FortiGate portal. So maybe first day four, we are going to do initial setup, how to configure your data interfaces, and then how to access the management console through CLI, through GUI, right? Everything we are going to discuss. And after that, if we have a time on the day itself, right, so we will discuss how to register when you're getting a fresh FortiGate firewall, how to register in a FortiGate tag customer portal, and how to upload the licenses, how to right, how to maintain in that product. And in case if you're having a hardware issue or software issue, or if you need any support from the sorry guys, if you need any support from the customer portal, I mean Fortinet portal, how to register the ticket. So that and all we are going to discuss under day 4. If maybe a chance one day may be extended on that, so may partially we will cover on this day 5 as well. Is that chances? So and day 5, it's about the device management, how how to create a multiple admin user account with a different profiles, how to create a customized profile, what are the existing predefined profile, what is the um, privileges of each and every profiles, what is the limitation of each and every profiles, right? So that and all we are going to discuss there. And after device management part 2, day 6, we are going to see how to take a backup and restore. So here we are going to take a backup through CLI and GUI, and we are going to manually, and we are going to automate. So right, automate both we are going to see. Maybe a chances on a day, one more day might be extended, because so we are going to deal both CLA and GUI. So maybe a 1.5 hour session, I'm not sure whether it is enough to complete automated as well. So what, so maybe one more session here extended, maybe one more session here extended. Okay, and after that, day 7, we are going to discuss what is firewall security, basic security firewall rules we have, what are the type of firewall policy we have, and how to create it, and what is the difference between the, what is the implicit policy, what is explicit policy, how to view your policy by interface view and by sequence view, right? And what is, right, what is NAT policy, everything we are going to discuss under day 7. And the day 8 we'll start day 7 will start to allow the data traffic by creating the basic security rules. And then day 8 we'll start to access the internet traffic. So day 8 will start the NAT. So what is NAT? What are the type of NAT we have, and what is policy based NAT? What is central NAT? So you can implement NAT policy in your FortiGate firewall by two ways. So, and especially for the source NAT, where we have a two type of NAT, source NAT and destination NAT. Just forget about the static NAT, dynamic NAT, PAT and all are included in this two type of NAT only. So that is way of implementing the source NAT and destination NAT. But the type of NAT is two type of NAT only we have, source NAT and destination NAT. And this source NAT you can implement in FortiGate in two different way. The source NAT policy you can implement in a two different way. That is policy based NAT, policy NAT, and then central NAT, central SNAT. So policy based NAT, you need to enable each and every policy, and that NAT will be applicable only on specific policy only. Central SNAT, if source and destination and then services are common, it's matched with any traffic, then that particular NAT is applicable. This NAT policy is applicable. So it's in a shareable resource by multiple policy. Okay, so but policy NAT, it's not shareable. It's specifically for that particular security rule only. If even though the particular source and destination and services are not matched for any specific traffic, that NAT will not be implemented. It's because it is policy only. It will work based on that particular policy. But central SNAT will not work like that. If source and destination is services matched, and NAT will be share, this NAT rule will be implemented for any specific traffic or any security basic security rules that can be shareable. So as of now, if you maybe I hope so, if you are new to this Fortinet environment, I know. So this is very difficult to understand. So while doing lab NAT, you can able to understand. Further, to know the differentiation between the central SNAT and policy NAT, you have to work with the policy NAT. Then we have to come back to the central SNAT. So that time you can able to easily understand. So and you have a more granular control when on your NAT policies when you're having a central SNAT. Okay, so that and all we will see. And under day 8 and day 9, it's about the destination NAT. So here we are going to discuss how to implement the destination NAT, and we have some features. Destination NAT can be implemented by the help of virtual IP and virtual IP groups. So this is the terminology, guys. Okay, which means we are going to do DNAT only. Okay, and while doing a DNAT, we are going to do port mapping and port forwarding, right? So what is port mapping, what is port forwarding, and which scenario we are going to do that, right? So that and all we will discuss in a day 9, guys. Okay, so that will be covered on day 9. And so maybe okay, and after day 10, this is about the UTM features. So whatever the in this is next generation firewall features, unified threat management, right? So antivirus profile, application control, URL filter, right? So comes under the web filter. File, if you want to block any specific web file types, like I just want to block exe file, I just want to block text file, document files. So I don't want to allow users to upload or download, right? So that and all we will discuss under day 10. Okay, and day 11, rest of the UTM features we are going to discuss in day 11. So which is about IPS, how to create a customized IPS signatures, and how the signatures are classified by in your IPS, and what are the level of severity level, what is severity level, and how they classify it based on the severity level, and how to detect the threats by using how to detect and how to prevent the threats by using you IPS, right? So that and all we are going to see in day 11. And day 12, DDoS protection, how to enable DDoS protection in your FortiGate firewall. So day 11 itself. And DNS filter, we are going to discuss about the DNS filter as well. So this is day 11. And day 12, it's about the high availability, which is part of device management again. So what it's high availability, we are using it for the redundancy purpose, right? So so you can implement the high availability in a two ways. So active passive and active active. So when you're using active passive, that is redundancy. When you're using active active, that will be also act like a redundancy when one of the devices goes down. But if both are available, both will share the workload. Okay, load balancer kind of activities it will do, sharing the load. Okay, that is that we are going to discuss. Day, it's not possible to complete day 12 both. So first day 12 will complete active passive, and day 13 one more day active active. Okay, and so sorry, let me mention this because it's a huge. It will. We are going to do lab with both, right? So it will take time. It's not possible to complete within a day. Day 13, big 1 hour session, it's not possible, right? Those day 13 and day 14 we day 14, it's about dynamic routing, how to configure the dynamic route in your FortiGate firewall. We are not going to deal with much with the dynamic routing protocols. So we are going to implement and we are going to see, right? So like CCNP routing kind of things, we are not going to do it here. Deeply, we are not going to discuss with all the routing protocols. Okay, so we are going to see. uh, Okay, we are going to see. Siraj, don't worry. I'll give you the recorded video. Okay, just leave it. We are going to we are going to give the sorry. We are going to implement the dynamic routing protocols. All how to configure and how to accept that routing protocol traffics. That only we are going to see in deep routing, like troubleshooting and the packet verification, that and all, it's not going to we are not going to take here. That is comes under the Cisco, your CCNP routing and switching, right? So that is a different part. Okay. So, and day 15, we are going to discuss about the SD-WAN. So how to implement SD-WAN as per the NSE4, how to implement SD-WAN in your FortiGate firewall, how to allow the traffic with through SD-WAN interfaces, right? So how to check using SD-WAN, how to check the interface, your multiple WAN interface qualities, how to manage multiple WAN, right, interfaces. That and all we are going to see in day 15. Okay. And day 16 and 17. So day 16 and 17, it's about the IPsec VPN. So it will take 2 days, 1 day for a theoretical session for IPsec VPN and 1 day for lab. Okay. Day 16 and 17. And day 18, it's about SSL VPN. And day 19, you if if you want to allow the traffic based on the user and user group, so we are going to do user authentication, user based filters we are going to do by using AD integration. So the user database will be maintained by Active Directory LDAP server, and that will by using that user and user group, we are going to allow specific traffic. We are going to deny specific traffic for particular user and user group. So that we are going to achieve it. And the day 19. Okay. So we are going to see how to install Active Directory, how to enable the user and user groups in Active Directory server. After that, how to integrate your Active Directory server into your FortiGate firewall, and how your FortiGate firewall is going to fetch all your login information from Active Directory server to your FortiGate firewall, that we are going to see. Then we are going to create the basic security rules to allow the traffic based on the it's an L7 filter, user authentication, L7 filter. So one of the L7 filter. So most up to here, most of the scenario, we will use layer 3 filter, layer 4 filter, and when comes to the application filter, that time we will use layer 7 filter, one of the layer 7 filter. And additionally, you can also use the source as a filter along with L3 filter, and you can also use user or user group, particular user or user group, you can use it. Okay. So that filter we will use it on, we'll start to use it on day 19 onwards. Okay. And day 20 about the VDOMs. So it's a logical. So it's similar to if you are not able to understand about VDOM, you can compare with LAN, VLAN. How one physical switch we are logically splitting as a multiple logical LAN network, right? So like that, one physical, one firewall hardware. Let's say you have one Fortinet 200D. Okay. So any hardware, one physical hardware we have it. That physical hardware, how to create multiple logical different firewall, virtual firewalls, and how to deploy them into the different projects, so that we are going to see. And when this function fully you can able to utilize when you have a hardware firewall and not base fundamental basic hardwares. So minimum you need a mid-range of hardware. We need to do lab on these VDOMs in your VMs, which we are using a VM to learn all these things. Okay, so in your VM you can also create a VDOM, but multiple VDOM it's not possible. You can just create one VDOM. So I'll here you will get a knowledge what is VDOM, how to create a VDOM, how to manage a VDOM, right? How this the same knowledge when you are going to the live production network. So here we are going to create only one VDOM, that is global VDOM. Okay. And you can same knowledge you can apply it on in your live production network to create multiple VDOM, guys. Okay, when you're having that specific environment, so that then you can apply this knowledge. Okay, clear. And then day, that is day 20, VDOM is day 20, right? And day 21 and 22, it's about capture troubleshooting, how to troubleshoot the how to troubleshoot if you're having any issue with the packet wise. Okay, and we are going to deal with the live, some live case studies. Okay, we are going to deal with some case studies, how to capture the packet, how to filter the packet, and how to I identify what is the issue, how to debug, right? And what is the methodology we have to use for debugging purpose, right? So troubleshooting purpose. And in case if you are getting a hardware level of issue, how to raise the ticket to the hardware maintenance team, right? So everything we will discuss under day 21 and day 22, guys. Okay. And day additionally, this is 22 sessions, right? So additionally, just add max to max 3 session. So because some of the topic are huge topics, so it sometimes it will need to continue on another day. So I'm adding 3 more session as an extra session. So 20 to 25 sessions. Obviously 22 to 25 sessions we need to complete this entire FortiGate firewall. So as per the schedule, 4 to 5 weeks it will take. Okay, 20 session weekends, right? So we are not having any session on weekends, so per week 5 sessions we are having it, right? So 20 to 4 to 5 weeks max to max it will take to complete your entire FortiGate firewall, guys. So this is the roadmap of your training program for FortiGate NSE4. Okay, so any queries up to now? On-premises means it's your in your office environment you have in your production environment. Maybe you have a server or data center in your product in your local environment. I mean in your office environment, right? So that there you if you are using a firewall, that is on-premises firewall. You may run some server in a Google Cloud, right? Sorry, not Google Cloud, any cloud, right? You may run some in your production for temporarily you need some servers. So you don't want to invest a lot of money on that. So you can go with the cloud-based subscriptions. So in that case, you want your server is there in a cloud, that server you want to prevent by using firewalls. So that firewall is called cloud firewall. Okay, so every vendor having it. Okay, VM firewall, cloud firewalls. Clear. On premises means you are going to protect your internal, your office, local office environments. Okay, so there may you have a servers or that you may your entire dedicated data center or your normal infrastructure you may have. That infrastructure if you are using by using FortiGate firewall, if you are protecting that, that is on premises FortiGate firewall. Okay, and if you are having some server in your cloud and that server you are protecting through your FortiGate you want to protect through FortiGate firewall, you have a cloud based firewall as well. Okay, you can select that firewall. Okay, and as if actually this is 1.5 hour session. Poonam, it's fair enough to go for a NSE4 certification because NSE4 certification, I already deeply discuss all the course curriculum. Okay, so that's the reason I don't want to go with that. Uh, I share the recorded video of that as well. So NSE4, if you go for a NSE4 certification, right, you need to have a knowledge of FortiGate security paper. There are two papers. Fortigate infrastructure paper. Our course curriculum, whatever the topic here I have included, comes under these two papers. Okay, so Fortigate infrastructure included IPsec VPN, VDOM, SD-WAN. Okay, and your Fortigate security paper, rest of the features, troubleshooting here. Okay, rest of the course curriculum, whatever here we have mentioned, right? NAT, UTM features, fire security rules, device management. So high availability, device management, high availability comes under the FortiGate infrastructure paper. Okay, everything is included in our course curriculum. So this program is specially designed to go for an NSE4 certification only. So who's that? It's not like that. You can also the operationals they are using for automate. They may use some automation script. Okay, since they are using in a Google, in a cloud environment, most of the scenario they need to go with the automation things. So there is no different thing. Okay, so fundamentally whatever you are going to learn, that only they are going to use it. They are going to learn. I mean you are going to apply it on cloud environment as well. Okay, so the script they may use for a configuration purpose, they will use automation scripts. Okay, so that might be you, it will think like it is in a different way for you. Concept and fundamental things, all those things are there is no difference between the on-premises firewall and cloud firewall. Okay, all the working nature both are you running under 40 OS only. Working nature is same. Okay, the configuration they may use automation. Nowadays, almost all the environments are adapted to the automation, especially cloud environments. Okay, so that is the different you feel maybe. Okay, guys. So SSL VPN is covered. I have mentioned here SSL VPN. If guys please come with your original name, it's very different, very difficult to remember you. Okay, don't use your surname or short names and all. It's a 1.5 hour session, morning 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. this batch. Okay. Um, okay. Apart from that, any queries, guys? Shall we go into the Fortinet introduction? My voice is not audible, guys. What about others? Is it audible, right? Yes, thank you. And please reconnect. Just a minute, guys. Okay, okay, guys. Let's go into the 14 portfolio. So, if you're a fresher, right? So, or if you're new to this Fortinet, it's not mandatory to know all this, but if you know this, it will give you a special thing to you. Okay, so Fortinet, it's a brand. One of the product which we are going to learn. Fortigate is the one of the product of the Fortinet brand, guys. So that firewall, Fortinet is the main product of the Fortinet. In Fortinet, their one of the main for product is Fortigate firewall. The brand name is a Fortinet, and that brand's mainly focusing the security domain only. Okay, security domain only. Security products they are focusing it in that main product is FortiGate firewall. This FortiGate firewall is the first product of the Fortinet as well. So it was found in the year of 2000 by Kenzie. He's a Chinese, okay, and he's a one of the member. one of the employee in a checkpoint software solution. Checkpoint software solution, or you can use the founder of Fortinet, founder of Palo Alto, both have worked in a checkpoint software solution only, guys. So after that, they uh, started their own brand in the year of 2000. He started, and almost 150 as of now. It's 150 branches available globally in a Fortinet. Almost 10,000 employees are on roll employees. I'm not talking about uh, other third party employees and all. On-roll employees, they're having it almost 10,000 employees as of now. Okay. And their revenue, this is the massive growth, guys. Almost 20% of growth they are having each and every year. And almost they are sold, they are sold 5 million plus. I think it's a 6 million as of now. Okay. 5 million products they are sold. Okay, so they're having a multiple product security product. Okay, so if you want to run one data center, on that data center, if you want to provide the better security, and you need you need a all solution for securing your data center in under one roof, then your first preference would be a Fortinet, and then you can go with a Cisco. They, if you go these two vendors, they will provide you end-to-end security for your entire data center, guys. So you no need to go, and you no need to go anywhere else, and you no need to purchase some multiple vendor products. So these, they have a, for different purpose, they have a, all these solution to provide your entire data center in a secure way, to secure it. Okay. So they are focusing it multiple product line in a secure, especially in a security domain. Okay, and also they are mainly focusing the research and development center. They have almost 500 patents, they have it. Okay, so they are having a R&D center, guys. Okay, they are having a well R&D center, and they are implementing new features and getting the patent for that. Okay, so right? And their headquarters is the Sunny Valley. This is a new headquarters. Okay, in California it is there. Okay, and so uh, almost 23 years, right? So they started 23 years, 22 years back, almost 23 years, right? And their first product, even though they started at 2000, they took 2 years to sold one their first product. They started to sell their first product, FortiGate, 40 OS, FortiGate Firewall, right? So that is the first product, and sell they sold in the year of 2002 only. That they took 2 years to sell one single product. Okay, and after that you can able to, we'll see the history of the Fortinet innovation, and you can able to understand their growth, massive growth, how they are rapidly growth, and how initial stage how they are struggle, and after that how they become massive success they got it. So that you can able to see, and along with that we are going to see well, what are the some of the product is available in Fortinet, that also we are going to know, and this history of innovation. Okay, so let me show you with that. And okay, I hope it is visible to everyone clearly. Okay, so as I told you, in the year of 2000 only they started, that it is found, Fortinet brand is founded, and then in the year of 2002 only they started to their sales, and that time they started Fortigate firewall with a 40 OS. The Fortigate firewall running there, all their multiple, they have a multiple products, right? So for that, all the products mainly running with their own operating system, 40 OS. Operating system name is 40 OS. Okay, and the year of 2002 they started to sell their first product, Fortigate, with a 40 OS 1.0. Okay, okay, and when they started to release their product, so that is a uh, entry level, that product is a entry level product only, guys. Okay, so it has some limitation and it's not able to deal multiple, I mean, enterprise, big enterprise network and all. Since they enter into the market, they are not focusing big environment and all. Okay, so in the year of 2003, they started to create a develop one more product called Forti Manager, and they also released the Forti OS 2.0. Whatever the bug is there in a 40 was there in a 41, Forti OS 1.0, that will be updated, and they have released Forti OS 2.0 as well. And then also, in the year of 2003, they implemented one more product called Forti Manager. Forti Manager is the product where you can able to manage multiple FortiGate firewalls under one roof. Your FortiGate firewalls may be one firewall in a different, each and every firewall may be in a different geographical location. When all you need is you need a reachability between FortiGate firewall and Forti Manager. Okay, so let's say one firewall in Bangalore location, one firewall in a Chennai location, one firewall in a Delhi location, right? Or some other country you can add it. So your headquarters is in a Pune, okay, and there you have a 40 manager. From that 40 manager, you can manage all your FortiGate firewall under one roof. You no need to uh, you no need to go remotely to access each and every physical, I mean each and every branch FortiGate firewalls and manage it. And also you can complete some basic, you can create a rule, common rules, and simultaneous. Let's say you are having 100 branches office, all these 100 branches you have a FortiGate firewall, and all this 100 branch firewall you need to update. Some patch is released in a Fortinet side. So I need to update that patch, security patches or operating system upgradation. So that and all, firmware upgradation. So that and all, I just want to do it. And in normal case, all these 100 branches, you need to manually go that specific firewall and you need to do it. So that same task you are going to execute 100 times. And so because of that time, it's in a time taking process. While the same task while doing again and again manually, there is a chance to uh, occur the manual error, right? And time taking process. To avoid that, if you have a 40 manager, all you all this 100 firewalls you can be simultaneously update and within a single few clicks. One time only you're going to execute that task, and all these 100 devices will be updated, guys. Okay, it's just an example for advantage of having 40 or 40 manager. Okay, and also you can, from the 40 manager, you can separately manage each and every firewall. You can create a rule from there and you can deploy here. Okay, everything you can able to do it when you have a 40 manager. Okay, and that was released on the year of 2003 itself. The next year of Fortigate is released, right? And the year of 2004, they up to now they are not focusing the mu- bigger hardware. So the year of 2004, Fortigate 5000 series they started to release, and which is mainly focusing mid-level enterprise network. So 40 OS when they started 2002, right? So that time they focusing the entry level of network. Okay, and the year of two, I mean after that they mainly focusing the mid-range, mid-range firewalls as well. So which is mainly focusing the enterprise network, mid-level of enterprise network. Okay, and then in the year of 2005, 40 OS 3.0 is updated, and they have started to use their own in their hardware, their own chipset for network. They introduced separate unit for network processor, and previously they have own content processor, their own content processor, and they used some other processor and chipsets for the uh, other functionalities like networking functionalities and all. The third party chipset they used, and the year of 2005 they released the security processor, which is mainly focusing networking things, they have introduced their own two chipsets. One is mainly focusing security content filter. One is mainly focusing network filter. Routing update, ARP table, right? So NAD. So these kind of things it is focusing by this processing unit. This okay. And then the year of 2006, they introduced the 40 Wi-Fi product. Okay, and in the year of 2009, they released the FortiOS 4.0, and the year of 2009, after almost 8 years, the ninth year, they they started to give their shares to the customers. So uh, so this is about share marketing, right? So the public limited company, they become a public limited company, and they started to sell their shares as well in the year of 2009. And in the year of the same year, they have they have updated their chipset, okay, security processor chipset, and the year of 2010, 40 access points. So to manage your all 40 Wi-Fi, right? So they have implemented a 40 access point in the year of 2010, and in the year of 2012, 40 OS 5.0 implemented, and then they achieved the massive thing. 1 million products are shipped. Okay, in the year of 2012, they took 12 years to sold almost 1 million product. Okay, this journey, it's not that much easy, right? So 1 million to sell 1 million product, they have took 12 years. But after that, the growth is real growth is start in a Fortinet. The start from here only, guys, after 2012 only. Okay, and if you're able to see that within a 3 year of span of time, again they sold 2 million units. Okay, within first 1 million is taken 12 years. The second 1 million is taken only 3 years to sold out of that money okay, so this growth is very massive, right? So and after that, they introduced the NP6 processor chipset on the year of 2013, and they introduced the 40 gig port and all uh, in their appliances. Okay. And also, important thing, they introduced. So these are all the updates, but they introduced the one more product, additional product called 40 Sandbox. Okay, so Sandbox is a extended your extended IPS. You can say it's an extended IPS sandbox where you're having a more database of your signature database, and which can able to detect the vulnerability, well-known attack, and ancient type of attack. So that what is well-known type of attack, what is ancient type of attack, right? So that and all we'll discuss in a I think it's coming Wednesday we'll discuss. So comes under the security fabric not security fabric, zero day threat prevention. So both, security fabric and zero day prevention, both I will take it under one scenario. So that time you can able to see. Okay, s- sandbox, it's an extended, your FortiGate firewall have a IPS, inbuilt IPS, but that is having some limitation. And but 40 sandbox, it's more better than your inbuilt IPS machine, and because it is having more signature database than your inbuilt IPS of your FortiGate firewall. Not okay. So not only FortiGate firewall have some limitation IPS on your limitation, right? So all vendor firewall have some limited signatures only on inbuilt IPS. There is some reason for that. And if you go for any other vendor, they have extended IPS signatures devices like 40 sandbox. Okay, each and every vendor they have it either as a cloud based subscription or hardware based, they may have. Okay, and in the year of 2014, their Sunny Valley headquarters is implemented, and 100 gig port and all they have introduced in their appliances. Okay, and in the year of 2015, they sold 2 million product, and along with that they acquired Meru network. So the Meru network is the one of the uh, brand which is mainly focusing the uh, wireless wireless security. Okay, so they have acquired the Fortinet is acquired this brand in the year of 2015, and in the year of 2016, the another 1 million product is sold. Okay, so within a year, okay, within a year they sold 1 more million product. Okay, 3 million product are sold out, and the year of 2017, 7000 series, which is the highest higher end model, hardware model, which is mainly focusing the ISP kind of scenario data center where you can deploy, right? So that devices, that product line is introduced, right? And in the year of 2000, after that, right? So in the year of 2018, so if you look at that, 12 is 5.0 OS is released. After that, there is no massive there is no update, much update. Similar patch update only is there, not major update in their operating system for next 5 years. So the year of after the update is coming on the year of 2018 with a 40 OS 6.0. Okay, and so after 2018 and 2018 end of the 2018 and all 6.2 they released, and 2019 they released 6.4, and 2021 19 and 20, okay, mid of that they released 6.4, and then 2020 and 21 in between they released 7.0 and 7.2, and okay, 2000, sorry, 7.2 is released on 7.2 is released on 2022, and 2022 to 23. Now, sorry, 7.0 is 2020, and so 2022 it's released your 7 point latest version 7.2. Okay, that is the latest version of your 40 operating system, guys. So in there is a point 2, point 4, right? So that is not major update on your operating system. Okay, so and we here in your Fortinet Firewall, we are going to learn 6 point version and 7 point. So 6.4 and 7.2, right? So both the products we are going to use it. And for a configuration wise, troubleshooting wise, there is no big difference. No, there is no much difference there, especially there is no difference on that. Okay, when you're configuring any type of implementation or any features, right? So only thing is that major difference 7.2 nowadays to use the uh, you can able to it's use some machine learning concept, machine learning fading to analyze the malware and spyware and all. Okay, so similar updates, similar changes only is there, not much when comes to the terminal, when comes to the configuration and implementation. It's not going to uh, give you any difference between the six dot operating system and 7 dot operating system. However, we are going to use both in our training program, guys. Okay, so so this is the history of your Fortinet brand. Okay, so they have a, up to now we just discuss about the product, whatever the product, 40 manager, so 40 OS and 40 gate firewall, and for it's running with the 40 OS both. Okay, just leave it, and then 40 manager, and then 40 Wi-Fi, and then 40 access point, and then sandbox, right? And anything else? So we up to now we just discussed this product, right? So we have some more product in a Fortigate along with this 40 analyzer, which is mainly focusing the logs and reporting and logging purpose. Okay, you can collect all your log as a centralized location and you can manage it efficiently. And then 40 mail, which is mainly focusing mail based vulnerabilities to prevent the mail server where you have where you have a where you're providing mail services, and if you want to prevent your mail server from the mail based attacks, right? So in that case you can use this product. Okay, so it is mainly focusing mail services. Okay, and 40 web we have. So if you're having a web server, if you want to protect your web server from the attack, especially it's specially focusing web based attacks, web application related attacks. Okay, so 40 web we have. And then 40 god, and then 40 authenticator, sorry, 40 token, 40 authenticator. So it is used for two-factor authentication purpose. Okay, all our cloud version. So VM, all our cloud VM product also we have all this brand, all this product. Okay, not only hardware based. 40 authenticator, 40 token cloud, 40 token. Okay, so these are all these product line we have in a Fortigate, Fortinet brand, guys. So by using this product, you're going to you can implement more security on your infrastructure. Okay, so these all this product commonly they call it as a security fabric. Okay, under security fabric, by using these products, how we are going to in secure our internal our infrastructure, that we are going to see. So that is a theoretical phase. So where we are going to place which product and what are the other product line we have to protect your environment, right? And along with 40 client, 40 client is the one of the product which is mainly focusing the which is your we are mainly focusing the SSL VPN. We are when we are using SSL VPN, that time we will use a 40 client application. So just like while do you guys are doing work from home, right? So you are to connect VPN, you're using any connect application, right? So in a Cisco most of the scenario, right? So if your environment is mainly having with the Fortinet firewall, Fortigate firewall, and to connect the VPN you are going to use 40 client application. So, so this is Fortinet proprietary application which is mainly focusing the SSL VPN. Okay, so 40 client we have, like that we have a multiple products. So all those products we are going to see how to place these products and which scenario which product we have to place, and how it will by using this security fabrics, all these products, how we can achieve more security on in your infrastructure, that we will discuss under the security fabric theoretical session. Okay, so because all we cannot discuss all the products, so I'll give you the knowledge what are the products we have in a Fortinet, that as per the NSE4 curriculum, that's what you're going to learn under this traffic. Sorry, under actually this is comes under the NSE1, sorry, NSE2, NSE1, NSE2 training. Yes. Okay, what are the you are going to learn? It's a fully theoretical thing, so you are going to learn whatever the product line they have it. Okay, so that you are going to learn. And plus additionally more you are going to learn, and the same thing in NSE3, which is for salesperson. So let me show that we will okay, sorry, that we will discuss in a certification track. Okay, so so that's all about the history of your Fortinet, guys. So let me go with the next slide. So this is security fabric. That is our tomorrow. I mean, maybe it's a tomorrow's topic, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow topic we are going to discuss. So as of now, you are not able to understand this. The image is very blur. Okay, just leave it, and then we'll go with the. So whatever the features you have in a FortiGate firewall. So that you along with Fortigate firewall, and we are going to discuss. I told you right. So there is a cloud-based subscription called as FortiGuard feature, right? So FortiGuard feature you can relate. FortiGuard feature is an again as an IPS as a you can relate. It's doing IPS functionality, and like how Forti Sandbox. Sandbox is the uh, extended signature database it have, right? Likewise, FortiGuard is the massive. It has massive database which is include the well-known attack, and which can able to prevent the well-known attack, which means that the type of attack might be it's an ancient day type of attack or recently identified attack, right? Or new type of attack, so which can able to prevent ancient type of attack. So as of now you may not aware what is ancient day type of attack, what is new day type of attack, what is a 0 day type of attack, and what is the recently identified attack. Okay, 0 day. So we have a separate session for that. Along with security fabric we are going to discuss this, so that time you can able to understand. If you are not able to understand now, just leave it, not an issue. Okay. And so FortiGuard feature, it's exactly similar to your IPS, so which is including your limited IPS signature in your FortiGate firewall and extended signature database in your Forti sandbox, right? And along with that, it's an extreme database. You can say it has some extreme database, so it will have all the type of existing vulnerability signatures, right? So virus, malware, spyware, grayware, anything. It might be a 10 or 20 years back, it might that attack might be happened, so it has the all the database, right? And along with that, new type of attack, so that attack is not happened previously and there is no signatures in your environment, that attack is not happened previously in your environment, and there is no signatures against that attack in your environment. So how to identify that signatures, sorry, how to identify that vulnerability, how to protect, and how your FortiGuard feature is more efficient to detect your 0 day type of attack in your environment than your Forti sandbox and now inbuilt IPS. So that and all we are going to see under sorry, 0 day threat prevention option. Okay, that that feature we have, it is more efficient than your inbuilt IPS or than your Forti sandbox. Your FortiGuard feature is FortiGuard. It's a cloud-based subscription. It's not on a hardware. Okay, it's a cloud-based subscription. All you need is a subscription. You need a license package and you need a reachability between. It's a R&D center where they have a separate server for IPS signatures. Okay, and along with that, not only it's doing IPS functionality, it can also filter the traffic. It can also will help you to filter the traffic based on the um, no, efficient application control. It will use for application control category based filters. You can use application control using FortiGuard category based filter. So that category and each and every new type of application which is released in the internet, right? So that applications will be categorized by your FortiGuard team. Okay, and that FortiGuard that application and that URLs, that website will be categorized by your FortiGuard, and that will be use some machine learning concepts to analyze the content of the application and nature of that application, whatever the service, whatever the feature they are providing in that application and that websites, everything will be analysis, and after that it will be classified. This application belongs to social networking category and this application is belongs to educational oriented category. Like that it will be classified, and that will be that classification and that application will be feed to your network if you have a reachability with on your FortiGuard, and you can achieve that filters. Let's say I just want to block entire social networking websites, sorry, entire social networking either websites or application, right? So in that scenario nowadays almost we have a 60 or almost 100 plus social networking application we have it, right? So more familiars are 60 plus, right? So now that you may know all 60 social networking applications and websites you may know. So if you are if you want to block or if you want to allow each and everyone, so manually while do you need to add, you need to create a rule manually to allow or deny for specific applications, which is comes under the social networking category. Okay. So my concern now, I just want to block entire social networking applications, right? So in that case, now there are 60 plus application. If you are going to manually, if you are going to add manually with web filter or application filter for these 60 plus websites or applications, right? So you have to add manually, enter, you manually enter all these 60 websites. So it's not a static thing. So in a daily basis, n number of websites and applications are developed, right? So after some day, there may be a chances some other social networking web application and websites may be launched. So in that case, you can't monitor again and again as an administrator in so each and everything. So that will be very difficult and you can't achieve that. Okay. So if you have a FortiGuard category based feature, okay, filter, FortiGuard subscription, you no need to worry about it and you no need to manually do it each and everything, guys. Okay, you can just go to the FortiGuard security fab, I mean FortiGuard category based filter when comes to the application filter and URL filter, right? Web filter, right? So you can select that category based filter. So rest of the thing will be either you are going to allow or either you are going to deny that action you have to state select. Okay, and rest of the thing your FortiGuard feature will be take care. Okay, so maybe new application come, new website come, right? So that will be automatically categorized in each and every category. Okay, so you no need to worry about it. If you want to block entire bandwidth streaming applications like YouTube and Hotstar and right Netflix, so that and all, you can just go there and you can select that category and you can block it. And in upcoming days, maybe new platform, OTT platform will come, right? So that also will be updated on their category. So we no need to worry about it. Similarly for websites as well. Okay. And along with that, it will give a advanced malware or advanced threat prevention features which can effectively work by for 0 day threat defense, 0 day vulnerabilities. So that we will discuss in upcoming session. What is 0 day vulnerability? How it will be detected by this FortiGuard feature. Okay, so the FortiGuard will provide the efficiently will provide the 0 day threat prevention feature as well, and then okay, and all other features like application control, URL filter. It since it's an enhanced IPS as well, extended IPS. It has inbuilt signatures we have. Okay, and it can effectively work with the I have a antivirus feature, anti-spam feature, application control, website filter there. Okay, and your database servers. Okay, and vulnerability management, mobile application, mobile security, right? All this feature is given by your security fabric. Okay, and so these features you can implement in your production network by subscribing your security, sorry, FortiGuard security, okay, feature. And along with that, your inbuilt firewall, your on-premises or cloud firewall, that might be anything. That firewall can do filter the traffic for L2 and L3, so L3 and L4 and L7 application filter, right? So you have application filter and URL filter, web filter, right? Along with that, inbuilt anti-malware features, right? So that is inbuilt as limitation IPS signatures, okay, and also WAN acceleration as D-WAN feature you have, and data leakage protection feature. So it's one of the IPS functionality, and then you, Wi-Fi controller you have inbuilt, okay, and then you can also implement by the FortiGuard feature. You can achieve the advanced malware protection. Okay, and you can also feed with some other third-party malware protection features, right? So like some other antivirus applications you can implement, or end device protection you can able to implement with your FortiGate firewall. right? So all this features possible. These are all the features which we having in Fortinet environment, guys. So this is fully optional, but it is if you're if you're having this feature, you can more, you have a more secure, or you have a more granular on your data traffic, granular control on your data traffic, guys. Okay, so for that you have to subscribe. Clear? So this is FortiGuard, and how this FortiGuard is working to prevent the zero-day threat prevention and all, we'll discuss in upcoming session. Okay, and when it comes to the certification level, so in Fortinet environment, there are 8 type of certificate is there. So it's similar to Cisco track. Okay, so like we have in a Cisco, we have a different track, CCNA, CCNP, and in that CCIE, in that we have a different domain like enterprise security, right? So sorry, yes, like that in Fortinet, we have a different type of certification level. We are starting from here, then we must know what is this, right? So Fortinet 1, it's about the, it's an associate level of training program. It's not an I mean it's in a certification program. So there is no mandatory to go for a NSC4 certification. You need to complete. Guys, please don't write anything. Okay, so so there is no any prerequisite you have to complete NSC1 and NSC2 and NSC3. Then only I can able to go NSC4. Not like that. So the entry level for technical people, right? So we need to start. We can start from the here. And NSC1, it's those who are all very new to the networking domain, network security domain, right? So there, where you are going to learn what is virus, what is malware, what about these threads, what is net, what are the products we have to protect your environment, right? So that thing you are going to learn in NSC1. NSC2, it's about the Fortinet product. So in security line, so whatever we have discussed now, like Forti Manager, Forti Analyzer, Forti Client, Forti Authenticator, right? Fortigate Firewall, Forti, 40 Mail, 40 Switch, 40, 40 Web. Sorry, guys. So all the they are going to teach you. I mean, they are going to give you the information about that product, which we are going to learn upcoming session. Okay. So security fabric. Okay, it's in a few hours theoretical session only. Okay, and that we are good. I'm going to give you the knowledge on that in an upcoming sessions. Okay, and you guys are already aware what is networking, what is virus, what is malware, what is spyware. And when comes to the IPS topic, even though I'm also going to take what is virus, malware, spyware, what are the landscape we have, right? What how the virus and malwares are identifying that, everything we will discuss. And NSE3, it's totally not for any technical people. Those who are all working as a salesperson in a in the security product, those who are all working as a salesperson, right? So for them, this training. So especially those who are working as a Fortinet employee in a sales in their on role employee and their partner company's employee who is working as a salesperson. For them, this course, and what they are going to do, they are going to give you the knowledge of NSE2, and additionally what is the price, what is the cost, and how, what is the subscription, what are the products line where they have, and how to register that product. These informations they are going to give you to that salesperson to, and how to promote their product and how to reach the customer, right? So that and all they are going to teach you. So not for technical people. Okay, as a technical people, we have to start. Okay, so if you have a knowledge of CCNA level knowledge, fundamental networking fundamental, fair enough to learn NSE4, not only NSE4, any next generation firewall you can able to learn, any firewall you can able to learn if you have a knowledge of CCNA. Okay, and Along with that, NSE1 and NSE2, I'll give you the knowledge. So in upcoming session, so under security fabric topics, we are going to see that. Okay. And as a technical person, we are going to start from here that we are going to learn one product. Up to here, there is no specific product line. And here we are going to learn one product called Fortigate firewall and how to manage your Fortigate firewall to from day to day activities, configuring, maintenance, deployment, deploying any other operations, troubleshooting. On we are going to see under NSE4 and NSE5. I told you right. So some other different products we have here. Forti Manager. You're going to learn Forti Manager and Forti Analyzer. To there are multiple paper. So to get a NSE4 certification, sorry, to get a NSE4 certification, there is no prerequisite. But to get a NSE5 certification, you should have a NSE4 certificate. Then only you can able to go for a NSE5 because FortiGate is a mandatory thing. Whatever other product you're going to learn for that, right? FortiGate firewall is mandatory thing. You're going to manage FortiGate firewall by using Forti Manager. So without FortiGate firewall knowledge, it's not possible to have a Forti Manager knowledge. Okay, and then Forti Analyzer as well. How Forti Manager is the centralized device to manage other 40 firewalls in your production network. Likewise, Forti Analyzer is the centralized a product a log collector. It can collect the logs all your 100 branches 40 gate firewall log events, and it can store it under one roof, and it can generate the report efficiently. Okay, and right, so it is awesome tool. So that and all, you when you're completing NSE4, then only you can able to learn NSE5. So any of these two, to get a NSE5 certification, any of these two product you have to learn, guys. Okay, so and NFC6 you're going to learn as other security fabric products like 40 web, 40 mail, 40 token, 40 authenticator. Like you're going to learn NSE6. To get a NSE6, you need NSE5. Okay, and and to get a NSE7, you need NSE4, NSE5. Okay, and NSE7, you're going to learn about fully. We have a dedicated paper called SD-WAN, separate SD-WAN paper you have to learn uh, and SD-WAN, and along with your NSE4, NSE5 knowledge, you will become a architect. Okay, and you'll become a security architect. You can where you can participate in your production network to create your new infrastructure and develop your new infrastructure, and that discussion you can able to achieve, you can able to go in your career life. Okay, so along with that, you're going to get some more product. And NSE8, you're going to learn all everything here you are going to learn, and your whatever the rest of the product line you have in a Fortinet. So you're going to have additionally separate paper for 40 guard features. Okay, 40 guard features. So NSE8 as well. So you will become an expert all the product line in your Fortinet product, and you can able to if you know this knowledge, if you are having this knowledge, you can manage entire data center by using Fortinet products. Okay, so we as a technical person, we are starting here. There is no specific prerequisite to go for an NSE4 certification. All you need is you need a Fortigate firewall knowledge. So here you are going to learn Fortigate security paper, security, and Fortigate infrastructure paper. Our course curriculum included both. Okay, so this training, if you are completing this training and you getting a full hands-on, it's not enough just having a training to achieve the to go for a certification, guys. Okay, so you should also have a hands-on. So you need to do hands-on in your. Okay, so better you if you have a better hands-on, then definitely you can able to crack the interview by this training, guys. Okay, sorry, not only interview, crack the certification as well. Okay, and the cost for the Fortigate NSE4 certification little bit higher than normal other product like Palo Alto, Checkpoint, Cisco. So 400 USD. The Cisco almost all the track line. So except CCIE lab, you're almost 300 USD only for each paper. But in Fortigate, for each paper you have to pay 400 USD. Okay, and validity of this certification is 2 years. Okay, guys. After that, after 14 at NSE4, you can go with the NSE5, NSE6, NSE7, like that you can upgrade or you can recertify it if you want. And the certification is not mandatory all the environment, guys. So having the product knowledge, it's fair enough nowadays almost. So it's just a filter only. If you have a knowledge, employers are ready to take you. Okay, certification is not mandatory thing always. Okay. One of the recently one of our student got placed in a Fortinet tag as a direct employee, on-roll employee. Okay, and he is not having any certification and all. He is having a knowledge on NSE4 and fundamental networking. You have a strong knowledge on fundamental networking with uh, your FortiGate product. Yes, Santosh, it is going to learn only FortiGate firewall, not FortiGuard firewall. FortiGuard is the feature subscription. Okay, so whether if you want, you can subscribe. Yes, NSE4 it's fully about FortiGate firewall only. Okay, after that FortiGate firewall, those who enrolled for Fire on Firewall training program, 40 managers comes under the NSE5. I can give you the knowledge, okay, and how to connect the 40 manager, but 40 manager is comes under the NSE5 training program. Okay. So how to manage, how to use the 40 manager, that we if we have time, definitely I'll give you the uh, knowledge on that, or else if you need any assistance for that, you can personally contact me. Okay, in your production network if you're using. Yes, yes. Okay, no worry. Okay, guys, any queries, any doubts as of now? You will get the uh, theoretical lab, you will get the lab manual for NSE4, and you'll get the theoretical documents, and you'll get the VM files for your hands-on. Okay, you'll get the interview questions. Okay, so these are the documents we'll provide. All these documents end of the training program we will provide it. Okay, so yes, yes. Okay, guys. Apart from that, any queries? Guys, I have, let me show you. I have already, just a minute. Okay, so so everyone, those who enroll for the firewall, right? So training program, I have added everyone. In case if your number is missing on this WhatsApp group, you're not in that paid student WhatsApp group, let me know. I'll add you. Okay. And any further any assistance, okay, we'll discuss in upcoming session, guys. Okay, and you can contact me. Santosh will be provide the diagram so you can you. Okay, no worries. Okay, guys, so that's all today. And any queries you can contact me. Okay, and let me, guys, please share your register mail ID. I'll share the image files VM file for lab setups to you can where you can download. Okay, or else in our WhatsApp, do one thing. I'll do one thing. I'll share the drive link where you can access the your image files, right? So VM image files to download for your lab. So you can just give a request and I'll approve it, guys. Okay, from your, I request you to give the request from your register mail ID. The register mail ID only will be allowed to access the drive. Okay.